Up as a result of that penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They kick the running back in motion. He's got Watson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down, ball at the 36. Now it's a bootleg for him. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Rolling out to his left. He can run it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second and 3 now. Man in motion out of the slot. Running for the marker on second. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, off play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Hand off to the back. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Completed here to Pickens. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, sack. Bravo 80.
From the 42. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's a give up the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Here's a throw. That one's complete, right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buying some time left. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Complete out to the right side. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
Let's go. 18 rep. 18 rep. Say, hey. Take off.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Okay, ready?
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Set.
Another try following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles. Ready?
A tight end in motion now. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
60 by 6. 60 by...
Simple dive up the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that is so deflating as an offense. Such a long drive. You know you're going to go for it on 4th down. And what a shame. All that effort, it goes for naught as the defense comes up with the stand. It gets off the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's the long back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The play clock down to just 2 seconds, but we get a timeout call. They're down to their final one in this half. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. From his own end zone on third and long. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Rams going to punt on fourth down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
They send the tight end in motion. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Give now to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be third down and 6.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders facing a 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one gains 7. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. He finds Pickens left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
Setting up a throw. He brings it in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
And go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Cowboy 80s.
They give it to him again. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
To throw it on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll throw on 1st. Held in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. He gets half of the 8 yards remaining, partner, and that gives them 2nd and goal from the 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're running again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders take the lead right away and have number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He's dropping back to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Play action on first down. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They are throwing it again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now off play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
Jack, Panther, let's go. Panther 60, Panther.
They go play action here. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickett. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now they'll try the point after. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The screen pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back now, pressure on its way. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. This one intended for the running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 line. Ready?
They'll throw to begin this drive. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Cougar 19. Make some good plays today. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 16. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. George Pickens the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on a football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So we hit. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a give running right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They go play action on 1st. Vacates quickly left side. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 34. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Motioning left is their running back. Third down from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. They'll send him up the middle. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Rams facing a 15-point deficit. Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
The score, Commanders 22, Rams 14. Joshua Party to kick off for the Rams.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Pierce now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This ball's cut by Pickens. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's go.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here he is to throw. Completed here to Pickens. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.